What's going on YouTube? WestHobbiesRC. So today we are back with the Blade Infusion 120. This model has been out for a little while now. It is nothing brand new, but we are going to review it. We are running two of the Spectrum 300 milliamp 2S LiPos. Everything in the box. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. So like I said, this is not a brand spanking new model to the market, but while I was at IRCHA, the Horizon Hobby guys asked me if I wanted to review the Infusion 120, and I said of course I do, because I do not have this model, have not had it, have not flown it, and it is supposed to be the newest, greatest little helicopter from Horizon Hobby. So again, Infusion 120, so it is a scaled down version of the Infusion 180, which we have a bunch of videos if you go back on the channel more. So we are going to open this thing up. This is a bind and fly, direct drive, dual brushless motors. You got all your little technical stuff right here. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Cut the tape. And let's see what we got. So opening up the box, just like any other Blade helicopter, traditional style packaging. So you have these little formed plastic, which are pretty thick, and the standoffs stop anything from crushing down on the box. So let's get this out of the way. Now here is the helicopter. Again, being a bind and fly, you don't get a ton in this box. So we'll open it up. This is your instruction manual. Looks like a bind jumper, and I'm not 100% sure what this plug here is for. It's a regular servo plug to a little micro. So maybe for plugging it into the computer. You also get a little Allen wrench, which looks like a 1.5, and you get a little tiny Phillips screwdriver. So set that aside, read the manual for everything you need to know. So now we have our helicopter right here, and we are going to cut the tape and get this thing out of here so we can get a better look at it. So we're gonna pull it out, get the tape off of the boom, put it back down here. So now that we got this thing out of here, I can already see one thing that I really like. Let's set the box to the side. So one thing that I really like that I can see right off the bat is the aluminum head block. I am so glad that Horizon listened, unlike the Infusion 180, which had the plastic head block, and you guys all know who have had that helicopter that the head wobble is insane, and it's not hard to get it right, but it shouldn't have to be right out of the box. So I'm glad to see, good job Horizon for going to the aluminum head block. Now it is a DFC traditional style head. So plastic blade grips, which are a composite plastic, real stiff plastic blades. Moving down, you have your main shaft right here, and it looks like a two-piece, so a lower half plastic, upper half aluminum on the swash, which is another nice thing to see. It does have the traditional, very flimsy canopy. Not a bad thing, but just be careful. What I do is I put a piece of tape across the seam right here to stop this from splitting, because if you do have a crash, it will split right at the seam. So let's just pop this canopy off right here. So you'll see down in here, that's what I was talking about. Put a piece of tape. You can see, oh, they do have tape in it. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, they listened. You can actually see tape here and here. That's an upgrade right there. And it also looks like a little piece of Velcro on the inside of the canopy, which probably just helps it ride and stops it from hitting on the battery. So there's your canopy. Nice color scheme. I like the Blade color schemes with the white, the red, the blue. Very visible in the sky. Now going on the helicopter, it is a linear servo helicopter. I wish it was a regular servo, but this is supposed to replace the BL2, basically, is what this helicopter is replacing, is the old MCPX, the BL2, and we all know that they had that traditional linear style servos. We have our flight controller, which is an all-in-one, so this is your flybarless unit as well as your ESC. Moving forward, we have a plastic two-piece battery tray. So you have an upper and you have a lower. Your battery's going to slide in from the front just like this, friction fit. You have the micro PHT, I believe that plug is called, for your battery. I would like to have seen a IC2 maybe. That would have been a nice one, but this plug isn't bad. That's just a personal preference thing. Moving down, we have the skids are one piece with the battery tray. So that is cool. So this is all one solid piece right here. So that makes a nice durable skid, and let's see how durable the skids are. Pretty durable. All right, moving on. We have a redesigned mainframe. So this is a redesigned helicopter. It's not an MCPX that they added stuff to or redid. It is a new design on it. I got to talk to the guys at Blade. I got to talk to Jason and Brian, and they informed me on a lot of things, especially with products moving forward. So I'm happy to see Blade taking that step back, getting back into the helicopter market, as it would be cool to see them come back again. Okay, direct drive main motor. So the main motor is on the bottom, something different. You don't normally see the motors on the bottom, especially under the skids, but they have the motor on the bottom. The only thing I can think of for that is with the battery low, the motor low, for helping center of gravity on the helicopter, keep your weight low. It might make it a little bit more agile and flip rate. We have a very long tail boom. So this looks like a carbon fiber or fiberglass. It might be aluminum. Tail boom, I think it is aluminum. Yeah, aluminum tail boom. Coming back to our plastic tail fin. The tail fin and the motor mount is all one piece. So there you can see that there. Direct drive brushless tail motor, and that motor is Spectrum, see what this is, 0803 12,000 kV. That's a high kV little motor. The tail blade looks like it just pushes on like a push fit, so that is different. The main motor is a 2305 1300 kV motor. So there you guys go on this. Let's grab our radio. We're gonna do something different on the radio setup, and we're just gonna do a downloadable file, and let's see this thing all powered up. So I uploaded the Infusion 180 template, so it was just a quick upload, and the only thing that I did different, which I read through the manual, and you guys don't need to do that. They give you everything step by step right here. If you don't have the manual, you wanna pause it, pause it. This is step by step how to set it up, super simple. But the only thing I did different, of course, I don't use dual ranger expo, and I like a 0-60% throttle curve, and then I did the V curve for 1 and 2, and then pitch is just linear, which got to be careful with that. P1 was already mixed, but cyclic the throttle, I had to do that 18% low, 18% right, 18% up, 18% down, 0, 0, and then flight mode 1 and 2. So that's the only thing I had to do different from the template that was already done there. So now what we're going to do, so we are going to take and slide our battery in. So the battery is a very nice snug fit. It's just gonna slide right into place. That battery is not going out. For anybody that's worried, it's not moving. To bind the helicopter, we're gonna go after that little port right there on top with this little bind plug that they give you. We're gonna insert the bind plug into the port. Once we get that guy plugged in, it's gonna be a little bit of a pain, kind of in a really bad spot, but it's inserted into that top port. We are now going to plug in our battery. You're going to see the flashing light going crazy on the front, that little orange light right there blinking like crazy. Now we're going to hit bind on our transmitter, push, binding. Hold the radio away. Bind complete. It is set up. 11 milliseconds. Okay, telemetry. We're going to unplug our bind plug now. You can hear everything working. It's actually very fast response for them linear servos, so that's good to see. Now on the transmitter, we're in hold mode. So we're gonna check everything. Let's see, we got left, right, back, forward. We have positive pitch, negative pitch, positive pitch. So everything is working like it should. Gyro direction is correct. And then on our transmitters, we should be able to see telemetry. We can see pack voltage, temperature, amperage. Yep, so we can see RPM, voltage, and temperature, which is a good telemetry. I'm assuming we can see amperage as well. So you do get full telemetry with this model. Well, as much telemetry as you would need with a little 120. So we are going to charge up our batteries, head to the field, and get some flights in. I'll see you there. And we are at the field, so I'm gonna try to keep it close. I know it's a little helicopter. We are filming on the GoPro Hero 12. We are filming in 5K, so hopefully the footage comes out in 5K. But so we got a freshly charged 2S 300 milliamp pack IX14. Let's spool up. This is all box stock settings. So normal mode is auto level. I don't know why we're stepping so far back. So according to yes, this is auto level. So right now, if we push the stick forward, it comes back, right? Comes back, left, comes back to level. So this is perfect for you guys that are beginning. Very stable. You can fly around in auto level. And if you get into trouble, just let go of the stick and the helicopter, it won't come back to a complete hover, but it levels out. Meaning if you're in forward flight and you let off, it's gonna continue going forward, but you can't flip it over as full back, full forward. So auto level does work, and it works really well. Now we're gonna go up into stunt 1. This is gonna be full 3D mode. So you have full 3D capabilities. Very solid machine, actually. Now don't get it twisted, this is not gonna be a hardcore smack helicopter. This helicopter is perfect for the intermediate pilot that wants to stay with the Blade helicopters, because you have Blade radios or Horizon radios, but you can see it's very capable machine. The tail holds very well. Pretty quiet tail. And then higher head speed. No vibrations, no crazy noises. I would say it's a success. I'm gonna crank the head speed down. Again, this is just an intermediate flying helicopter. So if you're buying it to get all out smack 3D performance, you're not gonna have that. But it does fly, it flies very well. I will link it in the description below, and no, it is not affiliate link. I do not get any commission or money for this video. But my recommendation is, if you are a brand new pilot, just getting into helicopters, and you have a Spectrum radio, and you want to stay with Blade helicopters, or you're just not into 3D. Maybe you don't want an all-out crazy 3D helicopter. You just want something that you can fly on your Spectrum radio, get full telemetry, because we do have full telemetry. We're at 7.4 pack voltage. It's 120 degrees. You can come down here, you can see that all you see is voltage, RPM, 6,000 RPM, 129 degrees. You do have forward programming, it looks like, so we can make some adjustments, which is nice, because I would like to add some more negative pitch for my liking. But it is an awesome little machine. So good job to Blade for making the Infusion 120. It flies better than the Infusion 180, much better head performance. It doesn't have crazy vibrations. But again, this is not a crazy 3D helicopter. This is for an intermediate pilot, somebody that is looking to branch into a collective pitch machine. So if you're buying this for all out 3D, don't. If you're buying this because you're trying to just be a sport flyer, something to fly indoors that doesn't have insane power and head speed, this is perfect for you. So there you guys go. Check it out in the description below. I will link it down there for you. Give you a huge shout out to Blade for giving me this model at Archa. So thank you guys. I appreciate you letting me do an honest review on it and saying what I want. So there you guys go. Blade Infusion 120. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Take care and have a great day.